right where the new switch tube is.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
Eric?
Pardon?
That was your job, huh?
Dang, look at that new jack. Nice and lightweight, China freight. Mr. Eric got a present for Cherezian Racing.
Yep.
He's been hard at work since about 7 o'clock in the morning, getting this thing all washed up and getting ready to put the body panels back on. So today's the day. We're about to go hit the track, do some practicing. We're gonna get to work. Got a couple more things to do. Got to set the toe and get the body panels back on, and I gotta just kind of make sure the rear end is square, and that should be it.
Yeah.
Try to figure out if we can get all this stuff organized after 4 months of getting unorganized. See if we can find all the tools and shit, and yep. So it's a nice, beautiful, windy day. Yeah, should be a nice dry track. All right, we're loaded up. I apologize in advance on how bad this thing looks. We threw the old body on just to get it to the track, but kind of show you guys what I'm dealing with here at the trailer. That wheel sticks off about halfway. The rear actually fits good now that we got the narrowed rear end in, but this side is pretty rough. So like I said, I apologize. This guy is right on the edge, but good sign is this thing rolls really easily now. I pulled out of the shop and drove right here, and I could already tell that there's way less binding going on. I think that old rear end just had a bunch of bend in it and a bunch of toe in or toe out or something. So you guys ready?
Yep.
Let's hit it. All right, so we made it in the little truck that could. Eric tuned up this truck the last 2.5 months. Get this thing running right. Perfect. Like a glove. New alternator, new shocks, new water pump, brake or parking brake shoes. Work pretty well. And look at all this space. We got so much space back here. We just need a couple big old coolers full of 30 packs. So just got through mud packing. You guys are probably right. That left rear tire didn't make it past mud packing. It was going down slowly, so we put it on the car, started creeping down and down and down, and then finally it was at like 5 psi. So didn't make it through mud packing. So I got a good one on there. About to go let it rip. Whoa, what's going on here? Hey, I heard that Cherezian Racing bought the 48. Is that correct?
One of them. Yeah.
If you look, it's been at my house the last, what, month and a half or so? So I got 2 race cars currently.
Yeah. Just air up those tires and bring her down here, let her go.
Yep. So, all right, I think we're doing hot laps here. I'm gonna go give it a real test. I didn't really feel anything different on the car than mud packing, so we'll go really test it out right now and see what it does. haven't really been documenting too much. We've been hard at work, but the left rear went down early. I think you guys saw that. So we put a new left rear tire on. And then the first session we had a problem with our new pull bar. What happened was I was getting a vibration, and it ended up being the drive shaft was rubbing on our Heim joint. So we moved the Heim joint over, kind of moved the pull bar off centered, and we went out for the second time. The first time the car was pretty good. It was lifting the left front up probably like 3 feet off the ground, so it was probably a little bit too tight, digging a little too hard, but it felt a lot faster than before. And then the second time we went out, the track was just ridiculously dry. Totally different track, and we didn't change anything besides moving that pull bar over a little bit, and the car was a little tight in the center and it was lacking drive, so we just moved the J-bar a little bit, and we're gonna go check it out again. That'll probably be the last run for today. Sorry I haven't been filming, but been hard at work, like I said. So everything is working good in here. The cockpit feels nice and comfortable. We should be having some good GoPro footage from some of the angles and stuff, so I might post that. I might not. We'll see you in a second. Right where the new switch tube is. What? Yeah.
What happened?
Eric?
Pardon?
That was your job, huh?
Well, shit is right. So we got it back together somewhat, but didn't go as planned, huh?
No.
You always find the weakest link when you're racing, or practicing in this matter. And we kind of pieced this thing back together. We got a makeshift pull bar in there just to get it back on the trailer, but this whole rear end went down, rotated, that spring just about shot out. I don't know how it didn't shoot out, but it was all wound up. And what happened was, I'll show you over here. So drive shaft is toast, but that wasn't the problem. Got a big old gank in it. Oh, little flat spot, big time flat spot. But what happened was the pull bar broke. Where'd that pull bar go?
Right here.
This guy snapped off right at the base of the pull bar threads. So I always find the weakest link on this stuff. Luckily it wasn't a fault on our end with the new geometry and everything we put on there. It just, I don't know, maybe this thing was already stressed at one time, but well, yeah, overpowered it. It felt real good that last run. We moved the J-bar down a little bit, and it was hard to make some good traction coming off, and only made, what, like a lap and a half maybe? And yeah, get on the brakes real hard and snap. So we'll see what else is broken down there. There's already a couple shocks I saw that are bent. So about to get under there this next coming week and get a game plan on what's broken, and obviously we got to get a new drive shaft made up. All right, so a bunch of smudge on here. Got the car back in here, unloaded, and you can get a little better view of this drive shaft and pull bar now. This thing took a nice little shot right here and right here, and that's the pull bar. So we haven't really got underneath it yet to really figure out what all is broken, but the brake pedal's a little spongy coming in here, unloading it off the trailer and whatnot. So maybe we got a pinched line or something, leaking line. Hopefully we didn't break one of our new calipers. But besides that, everything kind of looks okay besides our shocks that got tore up. So we're gonna have to get a good look under the car here pretty soon, this coming week. So next week is basically up in the air at this point with the practice scheduled, depending on when we can get our parts and when I can get a new drive shaft made. And then, like I said, whatever else that might be broken under here. But Erica had the ingenious idea of putting a 3/8 extension through the, because we didn't have any bolts. I forgot to bring my spare bolts that I normally bring every time. I got a box just full of random bolts, but we put the 3/8 extension through there and just put a couple vice, or put a vice grip on the back side of it, hold it in place so it doesn't freaking do a 360 while we're trying to load it. It worked pretty good. So, like I said, we'll get back on working on this thing. Hopefully get a video up this week, figuring out what's broken on the car, and we'll let you know if we're gonna be racing or not. But thank you guys for watching as always. We'll be back, we'll be faster. This thing was hooking up good.
Yeah.
Real good. So, positive stuff coming our way. So, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.